What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, September 30th, 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you so much for being here with me. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you felt the magic of yesterday. And we're going to see that moon finish up in Cancer. We're going to see a big T square to Mercury retrograde, and Mercury, really pressing on that exact square to Pluto. It's a day. We got another Cardinal T square. Been getting a lot of Cardinal energy, especially in Libra season. Cardinal energy. I just think there really is a lot, even though there's so much retrograde, so many slow planets right now. There's a lot that's starting to progress, and there's a lot of aspects that are being shown in our lives right now. And Spirit came through with that sun at 7. It's going to be there for part of today, too. The divine is definitely trying to show us where to initiate in our life and who to initiate with to find that beauty in life. And it's going to come to 8 degrees. The sun moves off the trine over to Saturn. So we're in this time of these great decisions that are really going to be such a powerful aspect in our life that are going to help us move forward when it comes to relating people, society. We're upgrading society, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look like it, but we're consciously, people are upgrading in society right now. I know if you watch the news, you're never going to believe that, but look around your life. Look around and see. I bet you see that truth as well. That sun's going to come to 8 degrees. So there is a seriousness to today. I mean, we're dedicating to what the divine showed us in the initiation that we're taking in life to go get that. We're going to see the moon in Cancer. It's going to oppose Pluto, and it's going to square over to Mercury. So we get this lovely T square today. It's quick. The moon moves a degree every 2 hours. And Mercury's not moving very fast at all. Mercury's going 26 minutes a day. So, there's going to be a nice period of time here where it's going to be so important to get into the depth of your own security, of your own inner well, of emotion, and to bring that out. Today brings an intense focus on our communication. And it's that communication that's going to help us open doors to the dedicated path with people. That's going to bring a better, more beautiful aspects into our life. So definitely something's knocking on the door today that needs to be taken action for, and it needs to be thought out. And I would say slow down with Mercury retrograde and really process what's showing up so that you can make the smartest decision. Because really, with Saturn being exalted in Libra and the sun being in Libra and 8 degrees and coming off a trine to Saturn, this has got to be a smart, weighed out decision that's in definitely your own best interest, but whoever else shows up, their best interest as well. So communication is highlighted. Our mind is highlighted on the transformation and getting that really in sync with where your emotions are trying to take you. And then that moon's going to come into Leo today. And woo, we get some fire in the chart. So that's great. Something about that self-expression today is so important. And it comes through communication. It comes through people. Talking with people, and it comes through you being very authentic and true with yourself. So there's a deep dive. Can definitely bring some sensitive energy to the table today, but it's these sensitive subjects. Not everybody wants to talk about them, but they're important, and Mars is in opposition to Chiron. So this is where we gotta be honest with ourselves, be honest with other people, and just put yourself out there in your most real and authentic form. By the time the afternoon comes, you're dedicating to really the most powerful version of yourself that you want to illuminate out today. And you got to speak it, you got to understand it within yourself, and you got to make sure that you're getting that, solid reflection in the people around you as well. Venus is going to be done with the trine over to Neptune. That was beautiful energy yesterday, especially with the grand trine to the moon. Love that. But we do get the exact square to Jupiter, and we're getting a sextile to Pluto with Venus as well. This is the thing, is the depth of where our relationships are going and the intimacy and the truth, and kind of putting these vulnerable places out there. That's really the gift. There are probably big things that need to be expressed from inside that need to come out. So we got to let those things out today. And the more we're honest and the more we're truthful, the more we're going to see the expanse, the more we're going to see the connections. We might see some disconnections, but you know what? Where those connections that weren't taking you into the future and they weren't on a similar vibration or frequency any longer? Were they really, meant to be part of the future? That might be part of today with this Mercury retrograde and the T square in Libra is like, wow, this wasn't fair in my life. This wasn't just. And I'm ready to, drop the gamble, boom, and, make the call for myself and for the right people. And there's a level of like finding, win-wins in life too. And like not just, being a dick about things, if you will, but, speak your truth, speak your depth. And I bet you see a positive transformation with Venus starting to sextile Pluto. These are long-term things. Like it might be crazy to say, but karmically, there are like long-term either commitments, relationships, and bonds being made right now that are really meant to be there. And there's also relationship bonds that have run their course and they have to have that deeper talk. So there's deep talks both ways for the beauty, the love, the harmony. The moon comes into Leo and love becomes a highlight as it was yesterday. But there's depth that has to be illuminated and expressed to get that beauty and that harmony. And we got to be vulnerable with ourselves, especially with Mars in opposition to Chiron. If we're not vulnerable with ourselves and in our truth, we're not going to be able to see that reflection in other people. So if people are being shady or not, showing up, maybe that's a good reflection that at some aspect in your life or in the relationship that you're not showing up either. And people might not want to hear that one, but that just came in strong. Love you all very much. I want to give the inspiration always, but I got to bring some of the real shit too. I shuffled this already, so I'm just going to do one. High Priestess reversed. Woo! There's really deep stuff that needs to come out. And that's the only way we're going to make sense of, both sides of the situation. We got to be vulnerable. The intuition and inside is going to be definitely calling to say something. It's going to help you progress forward. It's going to help you into your future, the right connections. We got to let some things out and not block, especially don't block your intuition. If it's telling you to say something and you think someone might not want to hear it, you're just going to have to say it. Why did we get that High Priestess reversed? The Magician reversed. Well, it looks like we really got to find our magic again. I think there's a lot of magic that we have felt maybe yesterday and into today. And we got to remember that magic. And remember that, even if we have to make big decisions for ourselves and it feels very karmic or it feels like a heavy, sort of weight, that decision is the magic. Whatever you decide, and if it comes from your heart and if it comes from an intuitive knowing, you're going to see the magic pay off. It might not look like it right away, but you kind of have to trust that. What's the overall? Oh man, 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we're going to get out of any sort of sorrow or, feeling completely down or beat up emotionally. It's just an illusion. The truth is going to bring something amazing into your life. And when the moon comes into Leo, it's going to sextile the North Node too. So, that truth and communication of what's going to make your heart happy and what really is going to bring justice and beauty into your life is where the magic is. And your intuition's going to have all the signs, but Mars opposed Chiron in Libra, I mean, that could have us trying to, people please or be overly sensitive and not want to bring the depth and the realness. But it is that depth and realness at any point today that is going to help us progress into a beautiful future that will bring comfort and illumination into your life. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.